Good morning, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm here today to do the collective reading for March 8th, 2019. I hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Take a sip of my coffee. This is a collective reading, so it may not apply to everyone. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, you know I love you. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens. I pulled out 4 different decks. We have the Angels of Abundance, Nature's Whispers, the Lover's Oracle, and the Thoth Tarot. So good morning, Jason. Good morning, Matt. Yes, awesome. I hope Dune has a good day at school. All right, so let's see what we got going on for today. How's everyone doing this morning? Make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you if you're catching the replay. Oh, all right. So we have release jealousy and the power of prayer. Sever vows of poverty and pay yourself first. Whew. All right. So, and I do feel that already this morning. Listen, this Mercury retrograde energy is so finicky. One day I feel on top of the world. Next day I feel lethargic. Next day I feel great again. And then today it's just kind of lagging. I feel fine. I feel good, but I don't know. Like I woke up between last night and this morning. There was a lot of the mental space, and really it's coming down to, things that we still haven't accepted about ourselves or things that we need to release. It could be due to how we view ourselves, how we think people view us, and it's time to release that control. So I really feel that no matter what, it's about releasing, right? Whatever the case may be, whether it's, how we think that our life should be, how our relationship should be. And I've noticed, especially with certain aspects of my life, like I give myself a hard time because I feel like it should look a certain way by now, or that, the connections that I do have, I have a issue with, I've always had a problem with chasing. Like if something feels good, I want it. And that's my Aries energy that comes out. So and we've talked about this before, that chasing energy. When we feel like we're chasing, we feel like there's a state of lacking. And in reality, I don't feel like I'm lacking anything. So it's more of those old patterns that are trying to resurface. And I don't want those old patterns because it's never done me a damn bit of good. Yeah. And I do feel that too, Matt. Like in reality, as a Taurus, I do feel stable. I feel grounded. I feel like I'm moving slowly but surely, which is a typical Taurus energy. But then that Aries energy, because listen, I was going through my chart yesterday, or not yesterday, but within the last few days, and it was trying to get to know myself better through my chart and to really figure out like what runs me, like what why am I a certain way? And listen, I almost felt like Aaron for a second, especially when it came to the relationship part, because I have Aries and Venus, and Aries is a very gung-ho, very passionate, out there energy, and we want things a certain way, and it's just not feasible for us to do it if we don't have it our way, which I'm trying to change that. So when I was reading this section, I mean, I literally laughed out loud because I felt like it was personally calling me out on my bullshit. And I even told my mom, I was like, I have never felt so attacked in my life. But it's true, because that is exactly how I used to be um, in my old relationships. And it does not work. It does not work. And I know it doesn't. So it's time for me to change that around. Good morning, Marie. Um, yeah, listen. Good morning, Caitlin. Yeah, listen. I have so much Aries in my chart. It's ridiculous. In reality, in a long time ago, I said I kind of feel like I'm more of this elemental. Um, Good morning, Agina. So listen, I have all these different aspects of myself that I'm aware of. I'm a very aware person, but I wasn't really sure what exactly was in my chart. So I found out, I knew I had the Taurus, and I have more Taurus in different areas, but not as much as I do as the fire energy. There's a lot of fire energy in my chart. And then I also have water and air. So I know I have Virgo, I know I have Gemini, and what was the other one? I think it's Pisces. I want to say Pisces energy. Good morning, Carlton. So yeah, I mean, I'm all over the damn place, y'all. But a lot of it is Aries, straight up Aries energy. So when I realized that, it helped me understand why I fight myself so much, why I'm so passionate about certain things. And this is where that release is coming in. And I'm sorry to kind of go on a tangent about that, but it all plays a part. So I would suggest that if you are having a hard time understanding yourself on a deeper level, go check out your astrology chart. It's free. It gives you a deeper understanding of why you do certain things or where these patterns come from. A lot of it I thought was from my past or past life, but when I read my chart, it was like, damn, okay. No, this is pretty much on me in the karmic contracts that I have accepted. So it is what it is. We have to take responsibility where we can, and, just try to keep as much uh, dedication in our education of ourselves so we can release the things that we need to, right? So when it comes to our reading today, and I just wanted to let everyone know that because it does play a part. And, I was reading, actually, I was watching a new YouTube reader that I really like. She does Ask an Aquarius, and I like that she really puts herself out there. She owns her energy, and she tells it like it is, and I love that. But when she was talking about relationships, she was saying that, you can't just judge someone. So say I'm a Taurus and okay, like, listen, for some reason I have a really strong connection to Capricorn, but Capricorn and me don't do well in romantic relationships. We just don't. My two strongest love partners were both Capricorn, and they were so toxic for me. So I was like, I'm never dating a Capricorn again. But in reality, it's not just their sun sign, it's what's in their chart. So with me having a lot of Aries in my chart, I would probably be better with, an air sign, or and I don't want to say Cancer, because Cancers are very, very emotional, but it all depends on what's in their chart and how we match up, right? And I feel like that goes with friendships too, because if you have, like, each sign feeds off of each other. So if you have, because air and fire they feed off of each other, right? But water and fire don't. So it's all about how the energies are aligning with each other, if that makes sense. So I need to do more research on it. I don't know a lot, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I do. But when it comes down to the energy of today, this is a lot about releasing. And I was actually posted something on my Instagram that really follows through with this energy because I was already feeling it. So I've decided to, if anyone is having a hard time releasing their energy or their past and the things that have been holding you back, I'm running a special for guided meditation, personal one-on-one, $60 for an hour. If anyone does need help getting through these old pains, bringing light to what they need to know so they can have that space to release it, if anyone's interested. So with the angels of abundance, we have release jealousy, power of prayer, sever vows of poverty, and pay yourself first. Okay. So jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Good morning, Deb. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. And make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you have savings to invest in your present and your future. So listen, this is really about accepting ourselves and making sure that we're putting ourselves as a priority. As this Mercury retrograde energy, good morning, Danny, love you, brother. But you know, we have such a hard time with the Mercury retrograde energy, especially being in Pisces. All these emotions are coming up. So it's really easy for us to get distracted off our purpose, off our priority, and focus on all the things that are kind of out in our external environment. So time to reel it back in, okay? I say this a lot. Reel it back in. Focus on yourself for a minute. Know that you are a priority. You deserve to be a priority. And if you don't release this stuff, you're going to just keep carrying it with you, and it's not going to do you any good. We already know that. So if you have been feeling a lack of financial freedom, which most of us do, jealousy, envy, guilt, obligation, fear in general, make sure that you are asking, like, listen, I wake up every single morning, and even before I go to bed, I tell my spirit guides, thank you for whatever happened today, the connections that I have made, helping me be in service. And every morning I wake up and just go into gratitude. What am I thankful for? What am I appreciative of? And a lot of it has to do with y'all. So when I'm in service and I'm allowing myself to be of service to myself and to others by doing the research, by doing the work, I can help y'all more, right? So that's kind of the energy that I've been moving into personally. But you know, when it comes to your own individual needs, you know where you're feeling this pressure, right? Your body, when we have emotions, your body is saying, hey, I'm reacting to this. So think about what you've been reacting to lately. What's making you feel uncomfortable? What's making you feel lack? What's making you feel not yourself lately? And make sure that you're realigning yourself to your individual needs, not so much of what everyone thinks you need, but what do you feel you need, okay? And make sure that you're telling your spirit guides what you need, because they'll give it to you, but you have to be open to receiving the energy that they give you, whether that be people, opportunities, whatever it is. And I will say that with this energy, me and Jason were talking about it over Instagram. It's, you have to listen to your body's needs. If your body is telling you to rest, rest. If it's telling you to go out, have fun, go have fun. If it's telling you to be creative, be creative. Let it happen. But you have to be able to listen to your own needs in order to allow the energy to properly flow, right? Good morning, Nestor. So let's see. What else do we have? What do you want the collective to know? Yeah. Be true to your heart and your inner truth. Okay. So this is really bringing it all in together. Make sure that you are listening to your heart, listen to your soul. Allow your heart to travel. Okay. Allow that energy to expand. I do see some of a Pisces energy here too, which goes with the Mercury retrograde we're in right now. But your heart is trying to sing its own song, and we need to give it room to do that. By digging into our inner truth, seeing the changes that we've been through, what we have planned for the future without holding too much attachment to that, and allowing, and again, it goes back to the things that we're jealous or feel lack of, the things that we feel we're in poverty with. So by digging in deep, going within, meditation, prayer, whatever it is for you, you need to be able to look at yourself through loving, forgiving eyes and say, okay, listen, maybe I wasn't reacting to this situation very well. I understand that. I'm feeling this, this, and this. And I know that this isn't good for me. So I'm choosing to release this because I don't want to carry it with me, right? This is being true to your soul. This is being true to your heart. By giving the negative emotions a face, bringing attention and awareness to it helps you release that already, because a lot of this stuff is under the surface. So when we're reacting to something, it's very important to say, okay, I see you. I'm aware of you. You are not working for me. This does not feel good. I only want to accept joy. I want to accept love. But through these emotions, we're allowing ourselves to ascend, right? We have to be able to feel to grow. If we keep burying things down, it's just going to stay there. So anytime something does come up, bring awareness to it and let that shit go. There's no point in holding on to it. Why? Listen, keep yourself in prison if you want to, but if you want to break free of these cycles, you have to do the work. If you're not bringing attention to it, if you're not facing it and saying, I just don't want to feel this right now, I'm just, right? It's going to bubble back up to the surface. So we have to be able to look at things with that genuine concern, that gratefulness, like, okay, well, thank you for bringing this to my awareness, because now I can see it for what it really is. And now I know that I can let this shit go. I'm not willing to take this with me anymore. Okay. So I'm going to pull from the thoughts. I want to see exactly what we need to be releasing. Okay, there's quite a few that wanted to pop out there. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to release today? Okay. We have the Lover's card. So it does have to do with those soul connections. You know, it could be twin flame, soulmate, whatever the case may be. But it's also about, you know, that balance between light and dark, the things that make us feel good, the things that don't, especially within our relationships. We need to be able to say, okay, listen, I know that, and again, we all have bad days too, right? We all have bad days. So be a little more gentle when it comes to, you know, people that might be suffering around you, might be going through a hard time. Yeah, Princess of Wands. So this is talking more of the thoughts that are being inspired. And then we also have the Death card. So allowing, okay, I feel like I need to talk about the Princess of Wands first. So when it comes to the Princess of Wands, if you look at it, okay, so this is being swept up, right? Swept up in certain situations that might not feel very good because it's kind of a whirlwind effect, right? So we have this like gauntlet with fire. So if y'all watched my meditation earlier this week, I'm getting this is the things that we need to throw into the fire, right? Because she's trying to get away from this tiger, but the tiger's tail is wrapped around her neck. So she's being restricted by this flow. Now, when it comes to the energy of this card, it's talking about the mental energy and getting swept up in the things that might not really be serving us. The tiger is laying on its side and it looks pretty damn comfortable. So these are things that we've been holding on to that we might get wrapped up in over and over and over again. And it feels uncomfortable. It looks uncomfortable. She's trying to flee. She's trying to be free. And she's being locked down by this whirlwind fire energy. So if there's anything that you've been kind of going over and over and over again, and you feel this uncomfortable energy, like again, she's holding this staff that has the sun on it. This is her enlightenment. Quit letting this energy hold you back because it's not necessary. You are doing this to yourself. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. So if you have things that have been dormant for a long time and you're ready to break free, allow yourself to sever those ties and allow your authentic self to come through. And this is where the Death card comes in. Okay, so this is Scorpio energy, but listen, you have done the battle. You have gone over this as many times as you possibly can. If you have gone over and gone over and gone over, and you feel like there's nothing else for you to release, but it's still coming up, you are allowing this energy to keep coming back in. So it's time for you to put a stop to it. Every time it comes up, nope. Not today. I don't want it. I don't want to think about it. And it's time for this energy to go on about its business, right? There is no sails left to carry this energy. So by this statement in general, I feel that if there is no sail for it to propel, there's nothing else to learn. You, woo, woo, you need to speak it out, right? Talk to yourself, look yourself in the mirror, write it down, whatever you need to do in order to release this energy, whether it's how you're viewing yourself, how you view your relationships. What do you want to change today? Not only about your old patterns and beliefs, but about what it is in your life that you so desperately need to change that you feel will align you with your path. And that's where I feel this Lovers card is coming in, finding that union, okay? Because we've been letting these old patterns and beliefs ruin relationships, right? There could have possibly been great relationships, whether they be family, friends, you know, lovers, whatever the case may be, but we have let our fears and our doubts get in the way for so damn long that it's time for us to release these things. Because if we know that it doesn't work for us anymore, why would we keep doing it, right? So I do gotta get going. All right. So the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Okay. Um, Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. United, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance, and give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So if this is towards relationships, no matter what that relationship is, good morning, Lachey, they are telling you that you need to release these patterns, these beliefs about yourself, and come into that authentic place of being, okay? Close your eyes, allow yourself to release it, and know that if you are looking for that one-time love, if you're looking for those deep, meaningful connections, even if you have not found that yet, you have to be able to release this energy in order to manifest these miracles that are waiting for you. Make sure to stay grateful, and know that these blessings are on their way, because spirit is trying to bring these relationships in, but we are blocking it because we're not releasing what we need to. Okay. And sacred union is on the bottom. So I do feel like this is a lot to do with relationships in general. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So again, we've talked about it. We have to be able to be grateful for the relationships that make sense in our life. But if we have not found that one love that a lot of us are looking for, right? We don't need to be looking, because our love is already within. And once we realize that we already have the love that we need and we're comfortable where we are, that energy will come that matches ours, right? So get yourself right. Get out of your own way. Allow the change to happen so you can embrace the new possibilities that are coming in, and manifest that shit, because you're worth it. So I hope this makes sense for everyone. If you need a personal reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. Oh, good. See, well, there's your confirmation, Lachey. If you do not need a personal reading but would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And I wish y'all all the best of luck. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.